to the class of 2011 commencement ceremony for Haverford High School.
Good evening. Tonight, I have the pleasure to introduce a person whose brilliance, intellect, and wit brightens every room that she enters. Ladies and gentlemen, your class speaker, Margaret Huang.
Mr. Gray, members of the school board, Dr. Kaya Ball, administrators, faculty, parents, and the members of the class of 2011. Good evening. We are the class of 2011. We are the class that revolutionized lunch in the middle school. We are the last class to start kindergarten in the 20th century, and we are the last class to have Mr. Cobb in the 10th grade. We are the last class to have Mr. Trembicki and Dr. Peterson. Our parents chose to live here in Haverford because they knew we were going to receive a quality education. They knew we would have good teachers who would teach us to think, to be good people, to become good citizens. I know we all came to high school with these two ideas. First, that the pool was on the 4th floor. And second, that high school was going to be just like Mean Girls, but much, much worse. But look at us now. We are quirky, smart, funny, artsy, athletic, and a little bit rebellious. But most importantly, we're individual. We are unique as a class and diverse within it. We've developed our own identities. For the majority of our lives, we've been watched over, protected, guided, and sometimes even constrained. We've been told, do this, don't do that. This is right, that is wrong. For most of our lives, we've been placed within a mold by our parents at home, our teachers at school, by our peers, and by the identities we ourselves created for 18 years. We've been given values, morals, guidelines, interests, ideals, identities. But now what? After 18 years of being molded, pruned, crafted by other people, suddenly we are adults. We are our own people. All of a sudden, the door of the dark but safe house opens, and we are nudged into the bright and blinding sun. We feel the wind tickle our cheeks, and we taste freedom. We are responsible for our own actions. We can no longer blame our mistakes upon anyone else but ourselves. But we will also have the satisfaction of knowing that our successes come from our own hands. We get to choose what values we keep and what we discard. Finally, we get to create who we are with the help of everything we've been taught over 18 years. Our family, friends, teachers, administrators have spent their time and effort to create a foundation upon which we can stand. We are sailors standing in the middle of a boat. In front of us, we see the vast and unknown seas. Behind us, we see our home. But above us, we see the stars. The same stars we saw as we gazed out from our home. And as we embark upon our journey, those stars will remind us that we are never truly alone. Congratulations, class of 2011!
This evening, I am honored to introduce someone whose passion and dedication permeates everything she does. Our class president, the one and only Rebecca Bronstein.
Good evening. Welcome, distinguished faculty, family, friends, and congratulations to the class of 2011. In reflection of the past 12 years, I've come to the conclusion that going through school is like learning to drive a car, specifically a Model T Ford. Middle school is like the jerky stops in an abandoned parking lot. And so naturally, with the beginning of freshman year of high school, we finally rolled onto the freshly paved roads of high school. As ninth graders, or new drivers, we patrolled Haverford's halls similar to the safe roads of our own neighborhoods. As sophomores, we discovered that cars really can go above 30 miles per hour, and as juniors, we figured out how to parallel park. And here we are as seniors. We got our senior portraits taken, we were the loudest at the homecoming pep rally, we applied to college, we paid senior dues, we went to senior prom, we succeeded in our senior prank, we went to the Phillies game and did not blow away, and now we are here, graduating. We have endured the process and now celebrate the outcome. Despite our diversity, our uniqueness, we are all a part of the class of 2011, the class that will step into the next phase of our lives, united. Each of you makes up the generation with the car keys, the generation that can make the greatest change the world has ever seen. We will face daunting issues and the most stubborn of pessimism, but because we are passionate and skilled, we have the ability to send any cynic running. Our challenges are great, but our rewards will be even greater. Each of you has the freedom to roll down the windows, turn on the radio, and drive off to whatever adventures the roads of life will take you. Congratulations to all of you, and as you speed off into the sunset, remember Mark Twain's advice to always explore, dream, and discover. Thank you.
Our class sponsors, Ms. Faith Irons and Ms. Melissa Jacobs.
Good evening. 7 years ago, some fellow named Abe Lincoln got it right with a speech, so I'm going to do a little riff on his speech right now. 17+ years ago, your parents and medical professionals brought forth into this world a new generation conceived in love and dedicated to the hope and desire that you would make and live in a better world. Now, after 12+ years of school and extracurricular activities, innumerous hours of homework, and an unbelievable number of mandated tests, we have arrived at this graduation to see whether the class of 2011 will allow their hopes and dreams for you to come true. You are facing a great battlefield of life. We have joined you here this evening to dedicate our support for you, and it is altogether fitting and proper that we should send you off knowing that you are fully armed and ready to face your battles. However, in a larger sense, we cannot promise, we cannot guarantee that you will be successful. The thousands of Haverford grads who have gone before you have shown that they can affect change in the world. From academics to athletics and the arts, they have made their mark and shown that they were armed to do battle. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it may never forget what you can do for humanity. Cure cancer, solve the energy problems of the world, eliminate poverty and hunger. It is for you then, the HHS class of 2011, to be dedicated to the unfinished goals which you and your families have set for yourselves. It is rather for each one of you here to be dedicated to the great work remaining before you, and that from this graduation from 12 years of school in Haverford, that we here highly resolve that you should continue this great Haverford tradition, that this class, with your family's support, shall have a new birth of ideas, and that graduates of the class of 2011 will leave your mark on our community and on the world. And in the words of Lady Gaga, so hold your head up, child, and you'll go far. Listen to us when we say, you're beautiful in your own way. You're on the right track, baby. You were born this way.
It has been our pleasure being the sponsors of the class of 2011. It was once said that graduation speeches were created in the belief that graduating students should not be released into the world until they have been properly sedated. Thank you, Mrs. Irons. When we were told we would be giving a speech at graduation, we wondered how we would be able to keep the attention of a group of students who have spent the last 4 years trying to drown out the voices of their teachers. So to keep your attention, we decided that we would talk about you. The class of 2011 has 452 students, 155 athletes, 218 females, 234 males, 8 sets of multiples, 7 bands, 15 redheads. But only one student with a last name beginning with the letter I. Now parents, we didn't forget about you. Keep in mind, when your children were younger, you probably changed upwards of 5,000 of their diapers. Kids, let's hope you don't have to return the favor. Since this is a day of reminiscing, my favorite movie growing up was The Lion King. And if you think about it, growing up and going through high school is a lot like the circle of life. You go through all these phases. First you're a baby, you can't take care of yourself, then you start to learn how to walk and talk, and then you become a teenager. And once again, you no longer want to do anything for yourself. Speaking of lions, this reminds me of a story I once heard. Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up. It knows that it must run faster than the fastest lion, or it will be killed. The fastest lion wakes up every morning, and it knows that it has to outrun the slowest gazelle, or it will starve. It doesn't matter if you're a lion or a gazelle. Either way, when the sun comes up, you had better be running. We expect all of you to go out into the world full force running, because we know you're all capable of greatness. Take the time to look to your left and to your right. These are the faces of those you have known for 3, 4, or 18 years. Don't forget them. Don't forget this moment, for at this moment, you are a part of us. But soon, you are about to go into the world to become a you. The very best luck to all of you. And again, congratulations, class of 2011.
And now it is our honor to introduce the man who has guided us through the past 4 years, even while flying 20 feet in the air at our senior prank.
Our principal, Dr. Jeffrey Nesbitt.
Good evening, students, parents, faculty, honored guests. I'm honored to be speaking this evening to the class of 2011 and your guests. I would first like to thank your families, community, and teachers. When I mentioned to this class at awards night that I wanted to first thank the parents, I was extremely impressed by the warm response the students gave to their parents. Obviously, this is a class that knows their success is a product of their upbringing, as well as the support of their teachers and community. This class is a class with many accomplishments. At our awards banquet this year, students were recognized for over 700 academic and activity awards and over 400 athletic awards, from local to national levels. We had 4 national merit finalists. We had state qualifiers in multiple sports, and 4 teams were Central League champions this year. We had students who placed nationally on world language exams, and we had students studying abroad. We had students placing at the state and regional levels in Science Olympiad, robotics, and Future Business Leaders of America. We had district, regional, and state competitors in band, chorus, and orchestra. And finally, over $1.2 million in scholarships have been awarded to this class as a testament to their accomplishments and an investment in their future. And now a word to the class of 2011. Simply said, I'm proud of you. You did well. There are so many naysayers in the press these days about public education, but I say, look at this class. Look at them and watch what they will accomplish. They will lead this society forward. They will be our innovators, and that is proof enough. We are proud to have been your teachers. The proof is not that you have met so many achievements in academics, arts, music, and sports. The proof is in your personalities, your heart, your leadership, and your strength. The proof is in the decisions that you have made and will make in our world and in our future. Thank you for letting us all be a part of your foundation.